Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chemical Engineering Knowledge. In this lecture we will discuss about treatment and disposal of solid waste. So there are several methods are used for the treatment and disposal of solid waste. These are composting, incineration, landfilling, pyrolysis, recycling. In this lecture we will discuss about composting. So what is composting? This is the hierarchy for the solid waste management. Source reduction, reuse. We should reduce the solid waste by either source reduction, reuse, recycling, uh, resource recovery, incineration, landfilling. So these are various methods by which we can reduce the solid waste, or we can manage the solid waste by using these methods. So these are the least preferred method, and these are the most preferred methods. The last three are the waste disposal. So we will discuss waste disposal in the coming lectures. So in this lecture our main target is composting. So what is composting? It is a process in which organic matter of solid waste is decomposed and converted to humus and mineral compound. So actually composting is a process in which organic matter is converted into humus. This process is known as composting. So and compost is the end product of composting. So the product of composting is called compost, and compost is used as a fertilizer. So compost increase the fertility of soil. Now there are three methods of composting. So composting can be done by three methods. The first one is open composting by trenching. The second one is open window composting. The third one is the mechanical composting. We will discuss these methods one by one. Composting by trenching. So trench 3 to 12 meter long, 2 to 3 meter wide, and 1 to 2 meter depth with spacing 2 meter. So first of all we will make trench 3 to 12 meter long, or 2 to 3 meter wide, and 1 to 2 meter depth. So first of all we will make a trench which is 3 to 12 meter long, 2 to 3 meter wide, and 1 to 2 meter depth, and the spacing between the trenches should be 2 meter. After making trench, dry waste are filled up in 15 centimeter. On top of each layer, 5 centimeter sandwiching layer of animal dung is sprayed in semi-liquid form. So after making of trenches, we will fill the trenches with dry waste up to 15 centimeter. So after filling the trenches, we will spray animal dung on the top of dry waste in semi-liquid form. So first of all we will fill the trenches with a dry waste. After filling the trenches with the dry waste, we will spray animal dung on the top of dry waste in the form of semi-liquid form. So in semi-liquid form we will spray animal dung on the top of dry waste. After that after 2 to 3 days biological action will start and decomposition of organic matter will start. So in 4 to 6 months the waste will stabilize and the waste will convert it into brown colored odorless powdery form, which is known as humus. So after 4 to 6 months the organic waste will convert it into a brown color, which is a brown colored odorless substance, which is known as humus or compost. So in 4 to 6 months the biodegradable organic waste will convert it into brown color substance, which is known as compost or humus. So this is an example of trench 3 to 12 meter long. This is 10 meter long trench, 3 meter wide and 1 meter height. So after making trench, this is 12 meter long trench, 3 meter wide and 1 meter height. So after making this trench, we will fill this trench with the dry waste. After filling with dry waste, we will spray the animal dung on surface of dry waste, and in 3 to 4 days and after 4 to 6 months the biodegradable organic waste will convert it into brown color substance which is known as humus. So this is the composting by trench method. The second method of composting is open window composting. Large material. So in this composting method, first of all, we will remove broken glass, stone, plastic, article are removed. So in this method, first of all, we will remove the non-biodegradable material from the biodegradable material. So these broken glass, stone, plastic, etc. are the biodegradable, non-biodegradable material. So first of all, we will remove non-biodegradable material from the biodegradable material. So biodegradable material are these can be peel of potato, etc. These are biodegradable material. Now these glass, stone, etc. are non-biodegradable material. So first of all, we will remove biodegradable material from non-biodegradable material. After that, remaining waste is dumped on ground in the form of pile of 0.6 to 1 meter height. So first of all, we will remove the non-biodegradable material from biodegradable materials. After that, we will make a file on the surface of ground. So after that, we will make a file of biodegradable material on the surface of ground, and the height of the waste or the height of the biodegradable material will be 1 meter. 1 meter. Similarly, the width and length of file are kept 1 to 2 meter and 6 meter. So first of all, we will remove the non-biodegradable material from biodegradable material. After that, we will make a file of the biodegradable material on the surface of ground. Now what will be the length, height and width of the file of the which are made from the biodegradable material? So the length of file of biodegradable material will be 6 meter. The width of the file of biodegradable material will be about 2 meter, and the height of the file of biodegradable material should be about 1 meter. So the moisture, now in this file, the moisture content are about 60%. So in this file, the moisture content which are present in the biodegradable material is about 60%. Temperature increase inside the file. So with the passage of time increase, the temperature can increases inside the file of biodegradable material. So we should decrease this temperature. We should control the temperature inside the file of biodegradable material. Now how can we control the temperature? So we can control the temperature inside the file of biodegradable material by using cooling water to avoid aerobic decomposition. So by cooling water, we can reduce or we can avoid the high temperature inside the file of biodegradable material which are on the surface of ground. So in this process, it take about 4 to 6 weeks. So it is faster than the trenching method. This is the file of biodegradable material on the surface of ground. The length of the file is 6 meter, its width is 2 meter, and its height is about 1 or 2 meter. So these after 4 to 6 months, in this file there are biodegradable material, and the moisture content of the biodegradable material in this file is about 60%. So after 4 to 6 months, the biodegradable organic material will be converted into a brown substance which is known as humus or compost. So this is the second method of composting. The third method of composting is mechanical composting. It requires small area compared to trenching and open window composting. So it required small area. The stabilization takes place in 3 to 6 days. So it is the fastest method of composting. So that is the fastest method of composting as compared to the above two composting methods. Operation involve reception of refuse. So in this mechanical composting, these processes are occurring. First of all, reception of refuse, reception of the solid waste will occur. After that, the segregation of material take place. After that, shredding of material will take place. After that, stabilization of material will take place, and after that, the humus will go to market for go to market. So this is the this is the reception. So this is the collection of waste material. After the collection of waste material, we will remove the non-biodegradable material from biodegradable material. For example, the ferrous metal, aluminium metal, etc. will remove from the from the waste using this magnetic separator. So the after collection of waste, the waste will pass through the belt conveyor. So the belt conveyor will attract the ferrous material from the non-ferrous material. So the ferrous material or the metallic substances will attract to the belt of conveyor, and the non-metallic substances will go and pass through the screener. So after that here we are collecting the metallic substances the non biodegradable material or the metallic substances and the biodegradable substances are going to screener. So in the screener we will separate various material from one another. So we will separate various material from one another. Now after screening, the shredding will take place. So the shredding is nothing but the size reduction or cutting of the solid waste. So in the shredder, the particle size of the solid waste will reduce up to certain limit. After shredding, the solid waste or the solid particle will pass through dryer. In the dryer, the moisture content which are about 60%, as we already discussed. So the moisture content in the dryer will decrease up to certain limit, up to 10% or 6% in most cases. And after dryer, the after drying, we will collect these substances. We will collect these substances from the dryer. So this was just introduction to composting. Thank you very much for your attention. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.